Hi, it's Dave D from DaveD.com, where we help professional services providers generate better leads and more clients without spending more money on marketing or working harder. Well, today I've got something really cool to show you and share with you. It is the very first marketing book that I ever bought and read. And I think I got this when I was 12 or 13 years old. And I guarantee you, you don't have this marketing book. Let me show it to you. It was published in 1966, and it is called, there it is, Making Magic Pay by Benjamin W. Tallman. And even back when I was a kid, I had that entrepreneurial spirit inside me, and I wanted to turn my hobby, which was magic, into money. So I bought a marketing book, and I recently found it. And so I was going through it, and it's really interesting that the lessons inside of this book are as applicable today as they were back in 1966 and when I was 12 or 13 years old. And they apply to any type of business, quite frankly, and specifically any type of service business. And so I wanted to start a new series by going through this book and going over some of the fundamental principles of marketing and selling success, which are outlined in this book that you can apply today. And I think it's so important that, especially now, we get back to the fundamentals. Most of us haven't mastered the fundamentals, and yet we're always looking for that new, bright, shiny new object. When if we just went back and we mastered the fundamentals, our businesses would increase and grow. So let's start with his 4 steps to success. And step number 1 is you first must find prospects in order to build a workable mailing list. And he's absolutely right. And he's talking about finding them using direct mail, which is still a very viable option. But today, with Facebook and Google Ads and YouTube and everything like that, it is easier for us to attract our best prospects, to find where our best prospects are, and then deliver a message to them that they want to hear. And that's specifically what he's talking about here. He says you got to create a prospect list, and then you've got to contact them on a regular basis. And that is step number 2 in his process. He says, starting on or about Labor Day, I make a mailing to every name on my list at least every other week. Man, that's really great advice. Once you generate a lead, you've got to follow up with that lead. Now, my recommendation, of course, is to send out a daily email. However, even if you're just doing it weekly or bi-weekly, the key is consistency and the key is to follow up. We spend so much time, so much money, so much effort generating the lead in the first place, and then we don't have a follow-up system in place after that in order to convert those folks when they're ready into customers, clients, or patients. So step number 3 is it's amazing how many good leads are wasted because the performer, translated business owner, doesn't know how to best sell the prospect. Okay, so we've generated a lead. We've got the prospect on the phone or via Zoom, or they're in our office, whichever way we sell, and then we don't know how to close that sale. And therefore, we have wasted a golden opportunity to not only enrich ourselves, but enrich our prospects with the product or the service that we're offering them. And then he talks about, after you meet with a prospect, if you don't close them, and he says rarely do you close on the first contact, and depending upon your business, that might be true. He's got a great suggestion, which is to send a thank you note out right afterwards. And again, you can do it via email. He says actually send it out by special delivery letter. And I think if you did that, that would make a tremendous impact. But at least an email to go out after you meet with every prospect, even if they don't close or not, a thank you email. And then his step 4 is once you've closed the prospect and you've delivered the service, step number 4 in his process is, of course, to follow up and send out an additional thank you note and to the person and get feedback on the service that you're offering. and get referrals and things like that. So it's a very, very simple process, but it's a powerful process. And if we just master that, if we just systematize all of what I just talked about, again, we would grow our business and at the same time spend less money. So if you like this video and you got some value for it, please like it, give it a thumbs up. If you are watching this on YouTube, then please subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this on Facebook, then please follow the page and always comment. I'd love to read your comments and I will answer them as well. By the way, if you're not getting my daily D-mail newsletter, go to daved.com and make sure you subscribe to that. You get a really great report about how to conduct a virtual event that sells. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow in part 2.